Twitter files revealed Trump ban came after Michelle Obama orders pressured the company. Journalist Michael Shellenberger reported Twitter faced internal and external pressure before banning Trump on January 8. Former President Donald Trump was banned from Twitter the day after former First Lady Michelle Obama and others demanded the company permanently remove him, according to the newest Twitter Files installment. On Saturday, CEO Elon Musk and journalist Michael Shellenberger released the fourth batch of Twitter documents that show internal communications by the company's executive between January 6 and 8, 2021, including and shortly after the riot at the Capitol building. Among the files, Schellenberg reported internal and external pressure, including from the former First Lady, fell onto the company calling for Trump to be banned from using Twitter. Now is the time for Silicon Valley companies to stop enabling this monstrous behavior and go even further than they have already by permanently banning these men from their platforms and putting in place policies to prevent their technologies from being used by the nation's leaders to fuel insurrection. Obama wrote in a lengthy statement posted to Twitter on January 7. She added, and if we have any hope improving this nation, now is the time for swift and serious consequences for the failure of leadership that led to yesterday's shame. In addition to the former First Lady, the Anti-Defamation League, among several other prominent people and organizations, called for Trump's ban. On the morning of January 7, then Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey wrote an email to employees instructing them, as Shellenberger wrote, to remain consistent in its policies, including the right of users to return to Twitter after a temporary suspension. Trump was serving a suspension on the platform at the time. The files also show Twitter maintained a policy called public interest exceptions, where elected officials were not banned as there was a great public interest in their comments, even if they seemed to violate other policies. While Trump's temporary suspension was lifted, this second policy was specifically and intentionally ignored in Trump's case, Shellenberger reported. Dorsey was also on vacation at the time of Trump's ban. Dorsey was on vacation in French Polynesia the week of January 4 and 8, 2021, Shellenberger reported. The chief executive delegated much of the responsibility to senior executive, including former Twitter head of trust and safety, Roth, and former head of legal policy and trust, Valia Haggad, who Shellenberger points out were overwhelmingly progressive. In 2018, 2020, and 2022, 96%, 98%, 99% of Twitter staff's political donations went to Democrats, Shellenberger reported. Shellenberger also reported in 2017 Roth tweeted that they were actual Nazis in the White House. Twitter employees recognize the difference between their own politics in Twitter's terms of service TOS, but they also engage in complex interpretations of content in order to stamp out prohibited tweets, Shellenberger also pointed out. A day after Dorsey's email, Trump was permanently suspended for how his posts were being received and interpreted. After Musk purchased Twitter and took over as its chief executive, Trump's access to the platform was restored. Trump has yet to resume control of his account, however, and has previously told Fox News Digital that he intends to remain on his social media platform, Truth Social.